Did you know that to get cholera, you need more than just bacteria? You also need a virus, specifically a virus that infects the bacteria itself. That's right, cholera, a disease that has killed millions, only happens when the Vibrio cholerae bacterium is hijacked by a bacteriophage. Today we're diving deep into this fascinating microscopic partnership and how a virus can turn a relatively harmless microbe into a deadly pathogen. Let's start with the main player, Vibrio cholerae. Vibrio cholerae is a curved, comma-shaped, gram-negative bacterium commonly found in brackish water, estuaries, and coastal marine environments. It thrives in warm waters and often attaches to plankton, shellfish, and even tiny particles in the water. When humans ingest water or food contaminated with V. cholerae, it makes its way through the stomach and into the intestines. But here's the twist: it doesn't always cause disease. Many strains of Vibrio cholerae are non-pathogenic, meaning they don't cause symptoms. So what makes some strains deadly? Meet the Bacteriophage, a type of virus that only infects bacteria. The name comes from bacteria eater, and these viruses are incredibly abundant. With an estimated 10 to the 31st power phages on Earth, they look like tiny lunar landers with a protein capsule head containing DNA or RNA, and tail fibers used to latch onto bacterial cells. This is an electron micrograph of a bacteriophage, meaning this is an actual photo of one. Honestly, it looks like something from an alien movie. Remember, like all viruses, bacteriophages are non-living. Therefore, it would be incorrect to call them organisms. Once attached, the phage injects its genetic material into the bacterium, essentially hijacking the bacterial machinery to reproduce itself. This usually ends with the bacterial cell bursting open in a process called lysis. But not all phages are killers. Some integrate their DNA into the host genome in what's called the lysogenic cycle, and that's where things get really interesting. So how does cholera happen? For Vibrio cholerae to cause cholera, it must carry a specific piece of DNA called the CTX gene. This is a bacteriophage that integrates into the genome of Vibrio cholerae and carries the gene for cholera toxins, CTXA and CTXB. Once inside the human intestine, this cholera toxin wreaks havoc. It disrupts ion transport in intestinal cells, causing the infamous rice water diarrhea and potentially life-threatening dehydration. Technically, it's not just the bacterium making you sick, it's the virus it carries. This is a textbook example of horizontal gene transfer, where genetic traits like toxin production are passed between bacteria through viruses, not inherited vertically from parent cells. Keep in mind, once one bacteria has the toxin gene, it can then use a pilus to pass that harmful gene to nearby bacteria. Understanding this relationship has huge implications. It shows how viruses shape bacterial evolution, turning benign microbes into deadly pathogens. It opens up new frontiers like phage therapy, where phages are used to target bacterial infections, especially in an age of antibiotic resistance. It also teaches us that targeting the phage-bacteria interaction might offer new ways to prevent or treat cholera outbreaks. Some scientists are even exploring ways to block the CTX phage from integrating into Vibrio cholerae, essentially disarming the bacterium before it can cause harm. So next time you hear about a cholera outbreak, remember it's not just a bacterium. It's a virus within a bacterium, weaponizing it from the inside out. At that point, the bacterium is a ticking time bomb. If you enjoyed this microscopic journey, be sure to like, subscribe, and check out my other videos on biology and physics. See you next time on Snapshot Science.